Welcome back to Theme Journals. I'm April. Okay, I'm out here in the kitchen and I'm about ready to start decoupaging on my boards. Now, I have two different types of napkins. I have cut them in half, all right, because you need one side for both, or two for both. Now, this is the way I usually did it before I experimented with the wrap over last time we were together. And so what I'm going to do is experiment with, how does this look? Do I like this? The answer is yes. So that's how I'm going to put it on. Okay, so that's the first one I'm going to experiment with. And I have two different styles of napkins. I have this napkin, which is very pretty. Now, I like the roses better. So what I'm going to do, I think, is put down my napkins like that. All right. On here. All right. So that's how we're going to do it. All right. So that's this decision's made. Now we have to just sit down and start gluing them on. So I have my Mod Podge watered down. And I have my boards, my stack of boards. All right. Now this is going to be a part one and part two because you can't do all of this at the same time because this wet is going to be it's going to be wet and you want it to dry before you flip it over and do the other side. So I'll do as many as I can tonight before calling it quits. I've been inking like a crazy person on my journals. Okay, so the idea is that you just take out a little bit of Mod Podge and you sort of start in the center and you slowly wipe it out to the edge. That is the same as with the previous one, except this time we're not wrapping this around at all. All right. So what I'll do is I'll do a couple with you here and then let it dry, and I'll do the other side, let it dry, and then I'll show you the results and how I go from there. All right, if that makes sense. Ooh, see? Oh, April. Okay, so when that happens, I'm glad that happened because now I can show you how to fix it. You sort of tear off the side here. Just stick it down and go back to Mod Podging. Yeah, don't be heavy-handed like that. That's not good. All right. All right. And we're going to put one more layer down just to be on the safe side. Boy, did I wreck that. Or what? And I wanted that rose to be in the center. Ugh. All right, well, it is what it is. Now you know what not to do, at least. Although I'm sure you're smart and could have figured that out for yourself. Don't be heavy-handed. Self, yeah. So. And I'm still being heavy-handed. And it looks like I didn't learn my lesson. Okay, no more screwing up on this or else you are not going to have any, April. Don't be heavy-handed. Gentle, gentle, gentle. Easy does it. All right. All right. All right, we're gonna call, oh, see that little spot right there? It needs glue. Just don't be heavy-handed. Now, if it's like this corner, oh, sorry. All right, see that corner? It doesn't have any on it. Don't worry about it. The corners like that don't matter. All right, let's see if I can do it. It's less heavy-handed. Let's get all the glue up. Where I was decoupaging. All right. We'll do this again. All right. These are super thin napkins. I'll tell you that much right now. All right. Now, I made the mistake of turning it over last time, so I'm not going to turn my brush over. I'm just going to sort of move my hand and put it in the way I want it. No more accidents. All right. All right, so I got 2 with this napkin. Let me count this. I need 11 or 10. Oh, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I have enough for 10, and then the other one will be on the other half. That way I don't mess them up. We'll see how that goes. All right. Now you're probably curious about what the other napkin looks like. Good question. All right, so I'll show you what the other napkin is going to look like. This is a thicker napkin, but you still need to be gentle. But having it thicker doesn't really matter because it's still thin, very, very thin paper. Bandit. We'll be going to bed shortly. Just stop whining at me, please. All right. And the idea is to try to get the air bubbles underneath out to the edges, but I got a trick for that. Which I'll show you in one of the steps. So you can see that it's easier to work with since I'm not trying to wrap this napkin around like I did last time. Sometimes you gotta experiment. And you saw an experiment that I didn't like. So hopefully that will encourage you. And yeah, it's okay. As Pam at the Paper Outpost says, it's only paper. That's right. Can always pitch it and try again. Yep, true story. And sometimes you just have to realize that something isn't working in the middle of the experiment and just stop and do something else. Yeah, that happens sometimes too. All right. So there's our second style of a napkin, which I'm only going to do one of right now. I can do as many as I can until I run out of space on my tarp. I got this tarp at Home Depot. It's a 6 by 6, it's 6 feet by 6 feet. So my daughter was living at home at the time, and so I told her to grab the other end of it, and I cut it in half, and then I cut it in thirds. So I got 3 by 3 tarps out of it. 3 feet by 3 feet. And it has this pretty weave in it, so, you know, when I do stuff directly on it, whatever I'm working with comes up with this beautiful weave on it. It is pretty. Okay. All right. Since this is a thinner material, I really don't want to go over it, you know, a million times with my brush. So we're going to call that one done. All right. Let me sort of stand up and maneuver the stuff on the tarp closer to the other edge of the table. Oh, what a wreck that first one was. All right. All right. Okay, now I've got more room. All right. Oops. Sorry. All right. Like I said before, when I get to, doing stuff, I do everything in an assembly line. I don't know if I told you, but I got my lift taxes done last night. Now all I have to do is my themed journal taxes. So soon I'll be released from the tax thing, and I'll be able to devote 100% of my free time at home back to doing major catch up on these journals. So that is that. And earlier tonight, I've been inking my fingers brown with Vintage Photo till my pad said, okay, you need to re-ink us because we're not giving you any more pigment. Even Pam at the Paper Outpost trick of spraying water on it left the ink pad laughing at me. Said, yeah, good luck with that. And finally, I got to the point where there was no more pigment on the pad. So I had that Vintage Photo for a year before I ran out of it. But you have to realize the first time I used the Vintage Photo, I did a massive project with it. Instead of stamping the board or the master board for my summer journals, I used Vintage Photo and I inked both sides. That's where most of that ink went to. But yeah. And that's just the way it is. No biggie. All right. Supplies are made to be used, not hoarded. Yeah, I know. I got a problem with that, but I'm sure all of us crafters hoard certain things. I use my stash, don't get me wrong, but there's just some things I hang on to a little bit longer until the perfect project comes up, and then bam, it's all gone. That's always good. So I think I might do 2 videos tonight. I'm not sure. This photo or this one will come out on Sunday. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed seeing me be Ms. Disaster Pants, I'm telling you, on Friday's video. which comes out tomorrow morning. Oh boy. Yeah. True story. All right. Now, I have enough room for 4 more on, I think, on this table before I can't get any more on. We'll see how it goes. So I've got 3 more. We'll do okay. Okay, I won't be moving that one. I'll be putting one, yep, I think I've got enough room for this one over here. All right, you can't see it. All right, now I'm gonna do, oh, you know what? I think I will move it. It's not like you're, I'll move it over there, and then there, I'll finish the video with this one and then do 2 more, because the other 2 you're not going to be able to see me do on screen. Well, I could do 1 more on screen, but I'm sure you're quite bored with watching me do this. At least I got the screw up out of my hair on the first one. And yeah, fun times. And if I don't do another video tonight, I'll have Saturday night to do videos and catch up on everything before the next step in the books come. And hopefully Sunday night I'll be able to make my order of it on Amazon. That's my goal. We'll see how that one goes. Oops, I need to see one little side right here. Need some glue. All right. Put that one over there. All right, so we got 1 more. Oops, sorry. Oh, look at that. I can get most of the pink flowers. There's a pink flower here and a pink flower down here. I can get both of them on this one. Okay, I might have been able to get 2 pink flowers on all these if I'd have been paying attention. Oh well, it's late at night and I've already had a 17-hour day almost. So, oh well. Now I'll stink up my kitchen with Mod Podge. Oh, it reeks. Out of all the glues I use, I would say this one is my least favorite to smell while I work with it. I don't know what it is. And that's even, to me, it's worse than Mod Podge and Beacon 3-in-1. And those stink too. Don't get me wrong, they stink. It's just a different stink. I mean, I had been working with E6000 tonight, putting hardware on my books. And I went back in there as they were drying. I was like, ew, that stinks. I have really bad sinuses, so sometimes I don't smell it until I'm away from it for a little bit. And I'm like, ew, that stinks. How could you stand to be in there? Ruining my brain, I'm telling you. All right, folks, thanks for joining me for this video. If you would do me a favor and please like, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell for future references for theme journals. Welcome to all my new subscribers. I hope you find my videos interesting and fun, and you'll try some techniques with me. And join my Face group book, which is linked below, and share what you do from these projects with me on Facebook. I would really like that. All right. Well, you all have a great day, and I'll talk to you on the next video. Bye.